How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for habitsv2.com. Today I wanted to talk about 7 quick tips for you to achieve clarity in the journey that you're about to take for yourself. This is part of our 100 videos in a 100-day series. We're just trying to get as many people as we can to step across that line and to stop drinking alcohol. So anyway, let's get on with the video. Today is my 9th anniversary. It's my 9th anniversary since I started out on this journey. 9th anniversary since I stopped the poisoning, and the 9th anniversary since I really started to get clear on who I was and how I could improve my life. So yeah, it's just a nice one for me. I think the next big one is 10 years. That's next year, but today I'm quite happy to be at that 9 years. The first tip that I'll give you today, in order to get some clarity on yourself, is that it doesn't have to be 100%. You don't have to be 100% clear about where you're going, about who you are, about any of this journey. The only thing that you have to be 100% clear on is that the only way that you're going to move ahead, the only way that you are going to stop drinking alcohol, is to not actually put it into your mouth. And that's really tip number 2, is to always understand that as long as you don't put the alcohol into your mouth, you're on the right track. You know, you're moving away from the alcohol, and that's the key here. The more distance you can put between yourself and your old life, the more distance you can put between yourself and the alcohol, the more clear you will get about who you are and where exactly it is that you want to go, who exactly you want to be, what type of life you want to live. Tip number 3 is, don't expect any of this journey to be done by anybody else. You know, only you are the one that can keep the alcohol out of your mouth. You know, when I first stopped, I used to always want everyone else around me to stop, and it's a natural thing to do as well. You know, you start to see the damage that alcohol has done in your life, and you start to see the improvements that can be made in your life because you've stopped drinking alcohol, and you naturally want to extend that gift, if you like, to other people around you, but you can't do that, and nobody else can do it for you. Like I said, you're the only one who can actually stop the poisoning yourself. You're the only one that can not put the alcohol into your mouth, and you have to focus on that. You are the one that is responsible. You're the one that's got to be committed, and you have to have both of these things 100%, because if you don't, it's in the 1% that you're going to fail at this journey, right? Number 4, if you haven't taken the Quick Start preparation guide yet, then please go over to the website and take that. It's absolutely free. The link is down below, and it is a preparation. I mean, it's meant for people who are who want to stop drinking alcohol. It's meant not as a replacement for our 15-day course, but it's meant as sort of the next best thing that I can give. But if you've already stopped, you're going to get a lot of useful information out of this as well. The course is designed to give you clarity above and beyond all else, to be clear about where you're going and how you're going to get to the place that you want to go in your life. And that clarity will boost your confidence, and it's only when you have the confidence in yourself that you will develop or that you will be able to summon up the courage to step across that line. And that's, at the end of the day, what it's all about, stepping across that line. The next tip I'll give you is just to have try and get as clear as you can on where you are right now. You know, what has brought you into this position? What is your history with alcohol? You know, I don't want you to go into a big psychotherapeutic session on yourself. Just understand some of the basics and understand how much alcohol has influenced your life. You know, and what that influence is, and just to try and get an understanding of the damage that's been caused by alcohol, or not even the damage that's been caused by alcohol, but the damage that has been caused by the way that you're thinking, by the frameworks that you've been using to live your life. You know, and it's difficult. Like I said, you know, this is not something that you have to be 100% clear on, but it's to have an idea, well, this is where I am. And the next tip is to understand where you're moving towards. I think that's as important. Like I said before, this is a journey. This is part of this journey is looking forwards to where you want to go in life. And it's often, I mean, everything that happens from now onwards in terms of your thinking and where you want to go and your planning and your ideas, these are all fictions. You know, this is all a fictitious future that is going to turn out the way it will turn out based on the thinking that you put into it and the efforts that the behavior that you make as part of that thinking, if you get what I mean. So you have to think along those lines. This is where I want to go, but understand that just because you want to go to a place, it doesn't mean to say that you're going to get there, right? You know, this is all part and parcel of the journey. Is you know, I had very few ideas about what I wanted to do, and most of those ideas changed by the second month or the third month because I had no experience about what life without alcohol was like. Once you get to that 30-day mark, then you start to understand these things a little bit better. You start to understand your trajectory a little bit better. And it's only when you understand that trajectory that you can start to plan things out properly. And you know, a month is not a great amount of time, but it gives you a bit of insight, and that's all you're looking for in the early days. So that's what I'm saying. 30 days is a good sort of time spot to head towards. But do some thinking and, you know, aim towards that 30 days. Aim towards just looking forwards. This is what I want to do. I want to get to 30 days alcohol free. And then once you get to day 27, 28, then you start looking forward to the next 30 days, so on and so forth. It's bit by bit. Like I said, the alcohol itself, getting rid of the alcohol is, stopping drinking alcohol is about not putting it into your mouth. Everything else is about breaking down the habit and building new habits, building new behaviors, and building new parts of this puzzle that is to become the new you, the happy you, you know, the person that you really want to be in life. And the next part of this, the next tip I'll give you is just to start moving forward. You know, focus on that. Focus on that step-by-step momentum. You're building momentum. You're building experience. As I say, you're building the realities out of the fictions that you're planning in your head. And that's all you can do at this stage. So, you know, I wouldn't have got to 9 years without some form of clarity in my life, right? And that clarity has come about through trial and error, through doing things, making mistakes, doing other things, making more mistakes. And then you find certain paths, you start to wear in certain paths in your life, paths that are leading you towards better things, you know. That's what it's all about. You know, stopping drinking alcohol is the first step, and it's the first step to, you can't break that mental tie without that first step. And take it slow, take it gradual, and then it's all about going onwards and upwards, onwards and upwards. Like I said, if you haven't taken the Quick Start course yet, click on the link down below. It's absolutely free, not going to cost you a penny, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourself, onwards and upwards. Bye now.